Now, ever since I said what I said about the lead attorney, I haven't seen him say anything back. And it is my opinion. The reason he didn't say anything back because I didn't lie on him. I did not give him permission to talk to my.
You are just a liar. You are lying. You lied about me in the past and you are continuing to lie about.
Cory Holcomb, lead attorney, getting into it? Oh man, you can't make this up. Let's get into this. Good morning, Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam.
I got to make an example out of this. I said something against this guy that came up to our show. His name, I'm going to take the chance and say his name. His name was the lead attorney. I said something about him because I saw him say, oh, Cory said it's okay for me to talk to his lawyer. Now, ever since I said what I said about the lead attorney, I haven't seen him say anything back. And it is my opinion. The reason he didn't say anything back because I didn't lie on him. I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing. And he said I did.
Hold on. Let's get this shit straight. Now he's talking about making an example of the lead attorney. You're going to make an example of the lead attorney?
I didn't respond to you, Cory. I didn't respond to your disrespect because I didn't want to embarrass you. On one of your last shows, you brought up this attorney that you had retained, this gentleman named Derek. Now, this is an attorney that you chose, that you selected, that you put your trust in to represent you in whatever claims that you may have. The attorney on your show said that he's been practicing for 14 or 15 years, and that's good. I can tell you that I've been an attorney for close to 25 years.
Lead attorney just said he know who the attorney is because he brought him up during the show. However, okay, he brought him up during the show. Did you ever contact Cory Holcomb and ask him if it was okay to contact his lawyer? Or did you just contact the lawyer and have the lawyer contact Cory Holcomb?
You keep disrespecting me and you keep saying that I'm lying about you giving me permission to talk to your attorney. So we're going to see who's lying right now. For background, Cory, if I represent you as an attorney, I have ethical obligations towards you. If someone wants to interview me about you or your case, I can't just say yes willy-nilly without letting you.
Time out. Flag on play. Go to whistle. Because he's doing a whole bunch of talking instead of answering the question directly. Did Cory Holcomb say you, the lead attorney, can contact his lawyer? Just that simple. Yes or no?
You have to consent that I give the interview to whoever wants to interview me. That's what we good attorneys do in fulfilling our obligations to our clients. You have to clear that interview, Cory. So you're upset with me because I said on a live stream that you had given me permission to talk to your attorney, that you had cleared that interview. So we're going to see right now whether you cleared it or not.
Okay. You heard him. He just said what? You said it was okay. Those are his words. I didn't make it up. He said that, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's see how this goes.
I have never gone back and showed receipts. I have never showed DMs because I haven't needed to. I'm not like some of these other YouTubers out here who just talk to talk. I take this very seriously. I take my reputation very seriously. And if you're up on your show calling me a liar, well, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Let me show you something right quick, Cory. Do you know who this gentleman is right here, Cory? This is your attorney. After your live stream where you and him talked about the Christina Payne situation, I hit him up. I said, hey, can you come on my channel? Can I interview you? Because I'll be honest with you, Cory, between me and you, I think you're getting a raw deal out of this Christina Payne situation. Should you have mushed her? No. Should she have touched you or whatever she...
Wait a minute. Just a minute ago, you stated, Cory said it was okay to contact his lawyer. Just now, you said, do you know who this is? This is your... I contacted him just... Is it me? Or does that sound like two different things? That sounds like you took it upon yourself and contacted his lawyer to speak about a scenario because your references, he has to clear it, right? Why would he need to clear something he already said you can do? I'm just wondering. Hey, let's continue though.
You hit, you know. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves. But people trying to paint you out to be a woman beater for the Christina Payne situation alone, to me, is a stretch. So I hit up your attorney. Your attorney gets back to me. What does he say? Let's look down here. He says, "Good day, counselor, and great hearing from you. Let me check with Cory and I will follow up with you." See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Good attorneys have to check with the clients. Your attorney can't just agree to be on my show without talking to you.
Hold on, time out. I got to say this again. Doesn't sound like you had the green light from Cory to talk to his lawyer. But what's more confusing, I don't see how nobody's saying this or pinpointing this. Why you didn't just call Cory? Why you didn't just contact him and ask him if you could talk to his lawyer and/or I'll give you one better. Why you didn't just have the conversation with him directly instead of having it with his lawyer? That way he could have had his lawyer tap in and y'all could have furthered out the conversation if that was really your intent to help him. If your intent was to help him and you guys are supposed to be cool, hypothetically speaking, let's say me, per se, myself. If I know somebody and we cool, not 100%, but we cool, you have a way to contact me personally. Why are you contacting someone else in regards to me when you can contact me personally yourself? Just make it make sense. But anyway, we're going to let good old lead attorney keep talking.
Appear on my show, he has to clear it with you. Also, let me say that your attorney can't clear this interview with Craig. He can't clear it with Darlene. Both of them are integral parts to your show. They're very important people, but your attorney represents you and you alone. So the only person that can give him permission to talk to me is you. So he says right here, he says, "Let me check with Cory and I will follow up with you." Well, Cory, what do you think he responds? What do you think he says to me? Let's scroll down and take a look. He says he's going to check with you, and then a day later, he says, "I am cleared to speak with you." That means he checked with you, checked with Cory, and now he's cleared to speak with me. So now, Cory, who is the liar? It's either you or it's either your attorney. This is why I didn't say anything, because I didn't want to embarrass you. I didn't want to have to go and show DMs. Your attorney right here in black and white is saying that you gave me permission to talk to him. He can be on my show. I can interview him, and you were the only person that can give him that permission.
Hey, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that.
I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing, and he said I did. And I believe that he saw that and knows that to be true, which is why he isn't going all out his way to act like Cory Holcomb is not the man that he say he is. That's what I believe. I believe he has some type of moral strand inside of him that knows I wasn't lying on him. I didn't give nobody permission to do nothing.
You didn't give nobody permission to do nothing? Is that what you just said? Here, the attorney that you chose, the attorney that you brought on your show, the attorney that you were praising, the attorney that you were glazing is saying something completely different. Your attorney is saying that he checked with you, Cory, and that he's clear to speak with me. And let me tell you, Cory, it doesn't stop there. Once he said that you had given him permission to speak with me, then we started organizing a date and time. If we scroll down here, you can see that he says, your attorney, that the earliest time that we can record or prepare to record would be Friday. That Friday, anytime after 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and anytime this weekend with evenings preferred. Oh yeah, we were getting a date and time, Cory, for an interview that supposedly you never gave permission for. An interview that you were saying that I was lying about, and an interview that caused you to be very disrespectful towards me. And guess what, Cory? It goes even further. Here, he gives me his law firm email address, and he gives me his cell phone number. Now, I, of course, have redacted it all out, but he gives me every way to communicate him to coordinate this interview. After he gives me his law firm address, Cory, I hit him up. I email him. What do I say? Let's check it out. This is the email that I sent to your attorney, Cory, and you will see that the heading for the email in the subject line is interview. I say, Derek, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to follow up. Thank you for being willing to being interviewed. As mentioned in my Instagram message, let me know what time on Friday, either the evening or the night, whatever works best for you. Also, if you can pass me along any publicly available filings, that will be great. For your convenience, I'm sending this from my email, so you'll have my contact.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nasty work. Somebody fibbing. Somebody telling a story. Somebody downright lying to us. Somebody lying to us. Oh, yeah. That's a whole lot of evidence. That's a whole lot of receipts. Now, my thing is this. Was the lawyer trying to make a play without Cory knowing? And then when the time came, when he really had to let him know, because it is supposed to be about Cory, Cory turned around and dubbed it? Or did Cory make up a story this whole time and downright insult the lead attorney? It's one or the other. I can't say which one as of yet. I'm still undecided, because it wouldn't make no sense for Cory to come out and say what he's saying. He didn't give him no permission, yet and still he got the receipts to show he spoke to the lawyer. Unless there's one thing we overlooking. Is Cory saying you should have never reached out to my lawyer, period, without reaching out to me first?
Cory, you were taking my kindness for weakness. You were taking the fact that I was silent about this as an admission that I was wrong. The reality is you were wrong. I didn't want to have to expose that the attorney that you selected is going behind your back and making all of these interviews without your informed consent. You were very disrespectful towards me, but I brushed it off because I didn't want to take it there. But now you're mentioning it yet again. So I'm showing you the proof. I'm showing you the evidence to let you know that I was not lying.
Made a valid point, and he just said it. The attorney is going behind his back. But is Lee missing something? So did you, sir. You went behind his back by actually contacting his lawyer.
If you want to, but you need to be careful about people's reputations. Apparently, you're on your shows talking about that you're losing gigs, you're losing money because your reputation has been harmed. So it seems kind of ironic to me that you're going around trying to tarnish other people's reputations at the same time. But that's okay.
But is it a tarnish? Because if he's saying, I did not give you permission to talk to my lawyer, even though in the beginning you said when y'all was on the show, he gave you permission to talk to his lawyer when y'all was on the show. You see that distinct word right there? When y'all was on the show. At any time after the show, did he tell you you can talk to his lawyer? If he did, then with your receipts, in my eyes, I don't see you as wrong. But right here in this moment, with every word you're saying, if you did not contact Cory Holcomb first before you contacted his lawyer, being that you are a lawyer, I'm pretty sure you know this. You're just not a content creator. Who's wrong? I don't know. Let's continue.
Cory, I was in your corner on this. That's the messed up thing about it. I wanted your attorney on because I feel like you're getting a raw deal out of this Christina Payne situation. I was on your side, and now you're on your show in front of 15,000 people saying that I'm lying. So we're getting to the bottom of it right now. So after I send him this email saying, hey, just tell me a date and time, he responds. What does he say? Here is his email in response to me. Now, again, you see the same subject line, interview. We also see the same date. This is Thursday. The interview is supposed to be the next day. Your attorney said he could be interviewed about this on Friday. I blacked out his email address, but you see my email address. You see his name right here and his little logo. Again, this is the attorney that you hired. Now, he sends me this and he says he's going to be in touch. But again, the interview is set for the very next day. Friday rolls around and I still don't hear from him. So I send him this. This is the email that I sent him. And again, you see his name right here, the same subject line, interview, and it's Friday. It's the day of the interview. I say, Derek, hope you're doing well. Just checking up on when would be a good time for the interview this evening. I need to announce it on my channel soon. Thank you so much. You have a YouTube channel. You know about this. We need to create the thumbnails. We need to schedule the interview. We need to put it on our community post. The interview is supposed to be in the evening, and you can see right here that it's already 3:40.
So it's starting to make sense now. You're thinking like a YouTuber and not the actual lawyer that you actually are. Because had you been thinking like the lawyer that you actually are, you would have known to contact Cory Holcomb firsthand before you decided to turn around and contact his lawyer. But yet and still, you want to turn around and say, it's the lawyer's fault. Okay, we could play that game. Devil's advocate. It's the lawyer's fault. It takes two to tango there, buddy. It takes two to tango. However, the lawyer, as you just said, is a YouTuber too. So when you contacted him, you guys probably went YouTuber mindset instead of lawyer frame mindset. But when the lawyer got off the phone, he snapped back into lawyer frame mindset. Oh, let me holler at Cory because before we do anything, he wants to ask me questions about him. So I have to holler at him. He hollers at him, and what seems like to me, he dubbed that, and then he never got back to you. But here in you saying what you saying, you never snapped back into lawyer mode, realizing, holy, I should have, because I am a YouTuber and I am acquainted with said Cory. Let me contact him and then see if it's okay to contact his lawyer. Still ain't heard that one yet. But we're waiting. Oh, yeah.
Here is the problem with his excuse that he can't be on my show about the case. The problem is that he was on your show about the case. The gag order was in place then. He can't say that he didn't know about the gag order because, again, he's supposed to know about your case. But not only that, you mentioned the gag order while he was up there. He heard it straight from your mouth. So even though that gag order had been in place for over a year, he's on your show about it. But now he's saying he can't come on my my show about it. And again, Cory, what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm on your side about this whole Christina Payne thing. I do think that this whole thing is being mischaracterized. I think you're getting a raw deal. I reviewed her request for a restraining order. I thought it was some BS. I reviewed yours too. I reviewed the court documents on my stream. I just wanted to have your attorney on, to have this brother on to talk about the case really from your perspective. And again, he's saying apparently that there's a gag order in place and he can't talk about the case at all and he can't come on any shows. And look where he's at right now. So Cory, listen.
He said, Cory, just listen, pimp. All right. Listen. What it seemed like is it was a good idea, and they might have took the idea and they ran it on his own show. So we don't need to run it on his show. What are we gonna run it over there for? I run it over here. It's my show. It's about me. I can get all the ratings. Hey, it is what it is. But here's the kicker. You still, with all your receipts, have not done the one fundamental thing. Said something about what Cory Holcomb said to you directly.
His name was the lead attorney. I said something about him because I saw him say, oh, Cory said it's okay for me to talk to his lawyer. Now, ever since I said what I said about the lead attorney, I haven't seen him say anything back. And it is my opinion. The reason he didn't say anything back because I didn't lie on him. I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing.
That man said, I did not give him permission to talk to my lawyer. Did he? Or didn't he? Say la vie. And with that, you already know what it is. It's your boy TW. Don't ever play yourself. This is the real view.
Gun shot. Checkmate, motherfucker. Ah!